That's called democracy!
In today's video, we are going over the absolute best primary weapon to take with you against the Illuminate. We'll go over details as to why it's so good and what pairs best with it when building your loadout. Be sure to subscribe if you are new, drop a like on the video, and without further ado, let's talk about the Eruptor.
New mag!
The Eruptor is great against all three factions, but specifically for the Illuminate with its extra utility. Its ability to destroy encampment ships on its own makes it an absolute beast. You'll need to shoot it 2 to 3 times, twice to disable the ship's shield, and then once straight into the ship's hatch where the ramp is.
New mag!
Its shrapnel explosion can also be useful if used right against hordes and harvesters, especially the flesh mobs. When building your loadout, you want to keep it balanced, so the Eruptor pairs well with the machine gun, primarily the stalwart or medium machine gun depending on your playstyle. For your secondary, I usually am dependent on the ultimatum, but with the Eruptor's ability to take out the ships, you can actually afford to go with your favorite pistol or even something like the Crisper if you prefer. Throwables is a pick your own flavor situation for the most part, but for the Illuminate I tend to roll with the Pyrotech with its ability to take out harvesters from the bottom and flesh mobs, as well as hordes when they get warped from the ships. Now armor set, depending on what you go with stratagem wise, you can change it up, but I usually go with siege ready to get the extra ammo and reload speed on your primary. For your stratagems, we'll start with your favorite Eagle or Orbital Strike. For the Illuminate, the incendiary ones like the Napalm Barrage or Eagle Napalm are pretty good, as well as the standard issue Eagle 500 kg. Another good shout is a quick returning one, such as the Strafing Run, so you always have access to an anti-tank, especially if you're going the machine gun route. For your backpack, you can't go wrong with the Warp Pack. Its mobility and dodgeability becomes very useful, especially against the flesh mobs. Lately, I've been bringing the exosuit with me as it's a great way to start and ease into the mission. Now that we get 3 of them, I usually time it to where I use one when I land, and then approaching and completing one of the main objectives, such as a flag raise or citizen evacuation, and then when we're about to call in our extraction just to make sure there's nothing crazy going on. It also helps counter the fact that we don't have a dedicated anti-tank like the expendable or coilless rifle in this loadout. Now for the last stratagem, this is where it can get spicy.
Yeah, boy.
If you're down to risk it for the biscuit, you can usually find a medium machine gun at the edges of the smaller cities on the Illuminate maps, or even sometimes a stalwart in the vaults. If you want to roll a dice on this and think you can get your support weapon that way, you can then opt to bring a sentry or even an extra airstrike of your choice. I will say though, keep in mind the sentries can be taken out easily with charging flesh mobs, so that may not be the best option, but to each his own. I've been playing on Super Helldive lately, and I don't know if it's just my luck, but I've been having a hard time finding the machine gun where it usually lies on the edge, so beware of that just depending on the difficulty you're playing. Overall, the Eruptor is a fantastic option against the Illuminate, not just for its heavy armor penetration and shrapnel capabilities, but also its ability to take out the ships when used properly. Paired with the Warp Pack, it's a fun loadout that can easily ensure you destroy the squids. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is the Eruptor a must-have for you as well against the Illuminate, or are you taking a different primary weapon? If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on the video if you'd be so kind. It only takes a second, and it's free. Be sure to subscribe if you are new, as these are videos we do all the time as we get new weapons and updates in the game. But thank you so much for watching, all. Till next time, Helldivers. Peace.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff. Reinforcement budget depleted.